Thanks, Karis. At least 8 current and former officials are set to testify this week in the impeachment inquiry against President Trump. The hearings come as new transcripts were released from the closed-door deposition with a top ambassador. Lauren Fox reports.
8 key witnesses are set to testify publicly in the impeachment inquiry this week, including Ambassador to the EU Gordon Sondland, who is emerging as the most pivotal witness in the proceedings.
The member of my staff could hear President Trump on the phone asking Ambassador Sondland about the investigations. Ambassador Sondland told President Trump the Ukrainians were ready to move forward.
In his closed-door depositions, former national security official Tim Morrison, who is slated to testify tomorrow, said he knew of at least 5 direct conversations between Sondland and Trump, adding that Sondland was acting at Trump's direction. Morrison said Sondland told him that he informed a Ukrainian official that nearly $400 million in military aid for Ukraine could be freed up if, quote, the prosecutor general would go to the mic and announce that he was opening the Burisma investigation.
What we're talking about here is that the President of the United States used taxpayer-funded military assistance to pressure a foreign leader to help him in his re-election campaign. That is solicitation of a bribe.
The Wall Street Journal reporting this morning on emails that show Sondland kept several Trump administration officials apprised of his effort, including acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney and Energy Secretary Rick Perry.
And as I've said from the beginning, I think this is not okay. The President of the United States shouldn't, even in the original phone call, be on the phone with the president of another country and raise his political opponent. But if you look at Sondland's testimony, which is also public, he says that the direction that he received from the President of the United States was no quid pro quo.
President Trump again lashing out at another witness in a tweet. In a transcript released this weekend, Jennifer Williams, a State Department employee detailed to the Vice President's office who listened to the July 25th phone call between President Trump and the Ukrainian president. She told impeachment investigators President Trump's request for specific investigations struck her as, quote, unusual and inappropriate. Vice President Mike Pence's office is making a concerted effort to distance itself from Williams, who is slated to testify tomorrow, releasing a statement emphasizing, quote, Jennifer is a State Department employee.
Even though testimony is set for this week, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has not announced the timeline for finishing up the inquiry.